Hey everybody, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of day you're watching today. Sasha here. Today's Tuesday, so you know what that means. It's another episode of Tuesdays with a T. And boy, I hadn't realized, it just slipped my mind that Thanksgiving is coming up in 2 days. Oh boy, howdy y'all. I'm so fixated on, studying and reading that I forgot Thanksgiving is this Thursday. So hopefully y'all are prepping up, gonna have some good food and good fun with your family. And it's also Thirsty Thursday. But we'll cross that bridge when we approach it. See if I can cook up something fun. No pun intended. But today, Tuesdays with a T, I have the Matcha Latte mix from David's Tea. And folks, let me tell you, it has been a while since I had some matcha. I was actually feeling deprived, or what's the word I'm looking for? We'll just leave it at deprived, because I'll be having y'all here forever trying to think of the proper word. But I've been deprived of my matcha, and I finally managed to get my electric kettle out of storage and into the kitchen, which I'm so stoked. I had some time to clean it out, descale it, and get it rather set up proper so I could have some proper tea. So this is the first episode which I used my electric kettle while in my new place here. And it feels so good, y'all. We're getting back to normal. I just need my Keurig so we could do my iced coffee, and I'm back to square one. So this tea mix, it was on the market at David's Tea for like a good minute or two. And I'll tell you what's all in this matcha tea mix. I already have it shaken up. This is how it looks. Although the lighting is kind of janky, so it might not catch. It looks a bit off because it has milk in it. But I'll read you the full ingredients, y'all. So this matcha tea mix or matcha latte mix has sugar, skim milk powder, matcha green tea, silicon dioxide, artificial vanilla flavoring. And as a allergen warning, it contains milk and coconut. I put a tablespoon, like a regular tablespoon, and because I don't have my perfect spoon, it calls for 3 to 4 perfect spoons, but I just use a tablespoon. That should be, it's probably less than, but I don't know. I usually try to make the matcha powders and mixes stretch more. So like I said, this is how it looks. It looks kind of weird, not gonna lie. And funny story, y'all, I actually dropped this as I was unpacking, and I was so upset. This actually the agitator doesn't have a rubber ball in it. And I actually asked the David's Tea on Reddit. I'm like, hey everybody, like, hey Redditors, I guess that's how you call them. Hey Redditors, have you ever heard of a matcha maker that doesn't have the little rubber ball in it? Because I bought this off of eBay, and it's my favorite color, it's green. But I'm like, oh, like when I didn't break it like a klutz, it's just the agitator. You kind of can see it, It's like the typical agitator, but there's no rubber ball in there. So I was still able to shake this up fine. I didn't even hear the pip. So I guess this is like the first gen matcha makers. But there's actually a matcha maker that's black and stainless steel that I'm kind of fancying. But I do not have the money for that, so I'm not even going to worry about that right now. I mean, if it's on sale, awesome, but if not, then I'll just get another matcha maker. I could try to find my mint one, but Lord knows I don't feel like going through the boxes today because it is raining. It's supposed to rain all day today. And yeah, folks, I'm just not in the mood to be scourging through boxes. And it's also supposed to be thundering and lightning. So I'll just make do with this one. But yeah, dropped it. I asked Reddit / David's Tea if there was such a thing, because when I started shopping at David's Tea, most of the matcha makers, if not all of them, had the little rubber ball in it, and they had like a better latching system for the agitator to stay to the top. And you know, they were pretty quick. Like, I got mixed answers, but like there was one person whose name escapes me that said no, when the matcha maker first debuted, it didn't have a rubber ball in there. So I was like, oh, okay, that's nice. That means I kind of could keep this. I'm gonna still keep it because it's my favorite color, but okay. I think I've yammered on plenty, but it still works like a regular matcha maker, of course, because they only improved upon it. What on earth? Okay, so this is how it looks. Same deal. Got that mesh to stop the larger clumps from entering your mouth, which is appreciated. But let's give this a taste. I'm curious to try this out. Ooh, that was a little hot. It's got a nice, I think they use coconut sugar, because no other ingredient would warrant a taste of coconut more than coconut sugar, which is welcome. I like it. I kind of taste the vanilla. So it's got a nice subtle sweetness. They probably use coconut sugar. Like I said before, as opposed to regular processed white sugar. The vanilla, I do taste it. The drink has it is artificial though. It definitely is. Like, it does have that natural vanilla taste. But I mean, probably could do without like the coconut. Like, if not natural vanilla flavoring, just regular, the coconut sugar is pretty good on its own as a sweetener. What else did I want to mention? So the powder, I have a picture of the powder. The powder is much, much lighter than your typical matcha. That's why it kind of looks like, again, my camera is probably not capturing this because the lighting is kind of poor in here. But it kind of looks sickly green versus like that rich, vibrant green that you would get with pure matcha, like no additive ingredients. So, I mean, I would rather, this isn't bad. Of course it's not bad. In fact, on my rating scale, I would rate this actually okay. It's okay. I mean, I like to brew my own, like make my own matcha and then just add the fresh milk, be it fresh almond milk or fresh coconut milk, fresh. Well, y'all know what I mean when I say like the conventional milk rather than powdered milk. I think it looks more. Not only does it look more appealing, but it just tastes like the artificial vanilla in this mix is kind of throwing me off. It's like, if you were to just drink this mix versus making your own matcha tea latte, it's like regular Coke and Diet Coke. And there is a difference. Some people say there isn't. Some people actually prefer the diet to the original Coke. They both taste the same to me, but I would grab a regular Coke versus a Diet Coke. I mean, I'll drink this. I'll drink a Diet Coke. I'll drink this because I bought it, but it's not what I hope for in a matcha latte. I'd rather just put the matcha powder or the matcha sugar blend in the matcha maker, make that, froth up some milk, combine the two, magic happens. But this tea mix, it's okay. It's okay. It's not like great. It's not good or great to me. It's like the Diet Coke of matcha lattes. And I say that in jest, but I can make one better, with the almond milk I have on hand and the almond milk I have on hand and the matcha blends that I do have. They also have, I'm trying to think, there's like a few other varieties of these types of matcha latte, or excuse me, not matcha latte, but the latte mixes from David's Tea. There is the Rooibos. There's cinnamon or cardamom French toast, I believe. Oh no, not cardamom French toast. Forgive me. It's the Earl Grey mix. And I think they have two more for their holiday line that they came out with. I think one is Candy Cane Crush. And another one, which I don't know off the top of my head, but yeah. That is pretty much it. And is kind of cool out here, so I'm really gonna appreciate this warm drink right now, y'all. So yeah, matcha latte mix from David's Tea. It's an okay. You could probably whip one up yourself much better, so you're not really missing out on much. If they had natural vanilla flavoring or they just did without, I think it probably would taste better. Sometimes less is more. All right, folks, so that's going to do it for this episode of Tuesdays with a Tea. Thank you so much for tuning in with me. Any questions, comments, suggestions, or small talk, greatly appreciated. I will get to your comments. I love reading them and responding back. Makes me smile to see what you guys have to say and what you guys think, or guys and gals think, on some of the stuff I review. I will see you tomorrow for Wellness Wednesday. And be careful out there if you're traveling for the holidays. And see you tomorrow. Have a good one. Take care. Make it a great day today and every day. Bye now.